Retirement, really. More like redirection. Brother Bill, if you want some advice about retirement, don't ask me, because I really haven't figured it out in 5 years. They do say that there can be advice given about retirement, and I suppose the best bit of advice I would have is try not to begin every conversation with, I remember when. Bill, there are some things that I really do appreciate about you and have loved you for all through the 35 years we've known each other. One is your prayer life. The very first time we ever met, you said that I would be on your prayer list and you would pray for me every day. All of us have said that and sometimes not followed through, but I really believe that you have prayed for me on a regular basis. I know it, in fact, because there have been times I truly needed prayer, and I could be confident that wherever you were praying for me and for those on your list. Bill, you've been a model for evangelism to all of us, both pulpit evangelism and personal evangelism. I remember how many times when we were teaching Evangelism Explosion or Faith Strategy at Beach Haven, we would go out in teams on Tuesday night, and I've been part of a team so many times that would walk into a home only to find that you and some team members from Prince Avenue were already there. And I've tried numerous times to gently back out the door and say, we'll come again, but inevitably you said, no, come on in. We're all talking about the same Jesus. We're talking about two great churches, so let's just all sit down and talk together. The results have obviously proved that you have done the work of an evangelist, and I commend you and I thank you for being such a great example. There is one other thing, however, Bill. For 35 years now, you and I have been saying we wanted to get together to go bass fishing together. And for whatever reason, we've never made it. Now that you might have a little more time, I am going to get you out in my bass boat. And when we do, I am going to wax your ears.
So back in 2007, when I moved to Athens to serve on campus, I kept hearing about this guy named Brother Bill. And to be honest, before I met you, I just thought you were a deacon in the church or maybe a campus minister, somebody who had just been impacted by the gospel, somebody who wanted to just share the gospel even more. And then I found out that you were a pastor of Prince Avenue. And it just served as such an encouragement to me to see that though you were serving a tremendous church, you still had a true commitment to invest in people like myself who were young in the ministry. And you also had a great desire to share the gospel with those who did not know Jesus. Brother, I'm so thankful for you, and I pray that you will know that God is going to continue to use you in this next season of life. I pray that you will continue to serve faithfully and that you will continue to impact young ministers like me. God bless you, my friend.
Brother Bill, I'm so excited to have an opportunity to express to you how grateful I am for the way that you have helped me be a pastor in Watkinsville, Georgia. From day one, 16 years ago, in the fall of 2000, you have gone out of your way to make me and to make our family feel welcome in this area. We're so grateful for that. One of the most obvious ways was in our very first summer here. We came here and we went to the Southern Baptist Convention in New Orleans. You saw us there, spoke to us there, put your arm around us. You included us in your circle of friends, took us to dinner that night. It's just an example from the very beginning of how you have embraced us and welcomed us to this area. It's an example, too, of what a tremendous pastor you've been, not just to your own local church, but to your community, and especially to other pastors. And I want to thank you for making us feel so welcome, for encouraging us, for praying for us, for helping us to just stay in the fight of loving Jesus and pastoring his church. We appreciate you. We're grateful to you and Miss Darla for all that you've meant to us.
Brother Bill, greetings from Emmanuel University of Oradea, Romania and Emmanuel Church. We have been so blessed working with you in partnership, having you as our pastor of the pastors. We love you. We bless God for all you have done for us, and we are looking forward to welcome you again in the beautiful country of Romania. Many, many thanks and love to the whole church.
Brother Bill, thank you. Thank you for 43 years of faithful gospel ministry in this church, for 50 plus years of faithful gospel ministry in the church, for 50 plus years of faithfulness in your marriage. Thank you for the example you are to me. Thank you for the influence you have had on my life. I think about where I was as a college student at the University of Georgia and where God has brought me and the influence you had just listening to your preaching when I was in Athens. Thank you for your investment in college students like me and the next generation, and your example to an entire generation of young leaders in ministry who are looking for examples of what it looks like to be faithful to the Lord decade after decade after decade. May God bless you even more in the decades to come for His glory through you.